event, and one of the young racers in this, Kim Toney of Atascadero, has the fastest time in the nation this year. Kim Gallagher, 2 minutes 7, and Trina Hall of Compton High, 2:04.91. The field, Celeste Buchanan from Archbishop Mitty, Janet Ekstrom, Latoya Polk, Trina Bindell, Nicole Teeter, Nikki Shaw, Kim Toney of Atascadero, the best in the country, Tanya Acosta, and Sharia Moses, Crenshaw and Ramona High. This is quite a field.
Kim Toney, as you said, with the fastest time in the country, Tom. That's 2:08.11. She won this race last year, beat Kathy Roldan, who's now a freshman at UCLA, ran 2:09.33. Sometimes when you watch this young woman run, it really does look like a woman running with girls. She has so much ability, so much talent. She's headed for Arizona State. And this is Nicole Teeter from West Valley. She is just an 11th grader. She was contending for the championship with Toney last year with about 300 meters to go, 200 meters to go. She was in first place, faded, but got up with a brilliant finish for second last year, or third, I should say, last year for Nicole Teeter. She's a very talented athlete. It really ought to be between Toney and Teeter. They'll stay in lanes, Tom, for the first 100 meters. They'll come off this first turn, then they'll break for the pole.
Kim Toney is running in lane number 7, 800 meters, twice around the track here at Cerritos College, and now she is number 1 as Kim Toney comes down from lane 7 to take the inside lane and to take the lead.
In the orange tights, the orange pinstripe trunks, and the white top.
Right there,
Kim Toney from Atascadero. There are 2 other young girls in this race, as Vic pointed out to you, Nicole Teeter and Nikki Shaw, who are ranked among the very best in the nation. In fact, California has a half a dozen. Some are still in junior high school and unable to compete in the meet.
Nicole Teeter right now in 4th place. She's on the outside at the back of that first pack. She's moving far outside. She ran 54.8 on a 400-meter leg in the preliminaries for the 4x400. Nicole Teeter now moving into 2nd place as Kim Toney has 400 meters to go. And as we said, right now, it's Toney and Nicole Teeter.
That's the way they are as they head for the bell lap here in the 800 meters.
60.8 for the first 400 meters. That's a blazing time. If Nicole Teeter can stay close, she could challenge in this race, Tom.
Kim Toney continues to lead by 5 to 6 meters. It is Nicole Teeter running in the number 2 spot, a real battle for the number 3 spot. That is Tanya Acosta running in the number 3 spot, but just barely, and Celeste Buchanan running a very close 4th.
200 meters to go for Kim Toney, the senior from Atascadero, who will be running for Arizona State next year. Nicole Teeter trying to move up, but I don't think she's going to be able to do it. Kim Toney is so very, very strong, and she could have right here the fastest time in America this year. She's on that pace right now, Tom.
Teeter is trying very hard, but has been unable to close the gap a yard, a meter, nothing. Big battle coming up for the number 3 spot now. Kim Toney's going to win it very easily. Teeter will take 2nd.
Tom, unofficially, we have 2:06.1. If we're right, that is by far the fastest time in the United States this year. And look at Kim Toney. Oh, she's so talented. She doesn't even look that tired. She's just run a brilliant 800 meters, unofficially 2:06.1. She had the fastest time in the country this year, 2:08.11. This 2:06.1, more than 2 seconds under her national leading time.
One can only imagine what she'd do if pressured. Look at the lead she has as she comes to the wire. And a fine race run by Nicole Teeter, but never really a challenge to Kim Toney, who won it with ease.
Tom, you bring up a very good point. If she was challenged, this is another race that actually has been very weak all over the country for the past 2 or 3 years. We ought to have a faster time than 2:06 and change leading the nation. And you're right, Nicole Teeter here in 2nd place. But you're right, Kim Toney, if she was challenged, certainly looks to be capable of running 2:05, 2:04 very easily.
3rd place will go to Celeste Buchanan of Archbishop Mitty. There's the finish, 2:06.1. Kim Toney, Atascadero, Nicole Teeter of West Valley, and Celeste Buchanan of Mitty. But really a one-person show in the girls' 800. Kim Toney, without a real serious challenge, won it easily. We'll be back with the boys' 800-meter event, but first we'll pause for this important announcement.
Entrepreneur